Hey guys, you think we're worthy of another unbox? Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel. This is your home for tech, toys, and talk, and of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox now. On a previous video, I talked about how sometimes you have a collectible, you have an item in your collection, you kind of have to let it go, whether for maybe it's just not jiving with your collection, maybe you're not feeling it, maybe you have to let it go for financial reasons. You need to, flip some money real quick to pay some bills, health expenses, whatever the case may be. It's something that happened. It happened to me. Now, previously on Dave's Dimension, we re-unboxed the Flash, the Hot Toys CW version of the Flash. It was a hot toy I had a couple years ago, and luck has shined on me through some dark times that I was able to get my hands on another Flash hot toy. I actually have it right up there. We did a unbox video where I kind of did a second glance at it. Now, we get to do that again, not with the Flash, but with another hot toy. Captain America Endgame hot toy at that. Now, some of you are going to be like, hey, these are items that have been around for maybe a year or two, maybe even 3. Yeah, but it's part of my collection. So it's something that I need to do another unbox of. I need to unbox it. I could just take it out of the box, throw it on the shelf, because I did an unbox once upon a time. But that was a fresh unbox. Never having it in hand again. Never having I didn't have it in hand before. But now, I might unbox this and maybe I'll notice some things I didn't notice before, or maybe I have different opinions about it. So, if you guys are willing, let's jump right into this. What do you say? Okay, so I pulled it out of the box, or at least out of its shipper, out of its exterior box, and now we just have it in all of its accessories and glory right there, guys. Now, of course, we get the shield. Now, we don't just get a shield, but we actually get 2 shields. We get a cracked shield, and we have a shield all in one piece. Obviously, and take a look at the weathering on here. Let's actually just break out the plastic. Let's just break this open. Let's take a look at the shield that is all in one piece. I love the weathering on here. You guys know me, and when it comes to props, I mean, even just cosplay props, I love weathering, and there's some great weathering and some great weathering and scoring on the face of this. On back, none. It looks fantastic. The vibranium shield, and yes, if you've never had this in hand, the straps, I mean, they're not adjustable straps, but they do move around like you would expect a strap would. This just looks fantastic. But here's going to be what I'm going to be displaying him with, is the cracked shield. I just think it's great. Or you can even have it where the shield is laying on the ground with the pieces. You can just have the pieces laying on the ground however you wish. And then Cap, reaching for it. Or, like I'm going to do, I'm just going to have the cracked shield on his arm, because the other hand is going to be a little bit busy with Mjolnir. I know I pronounce it incorrectly, sue me. But, I mean, he's got the hammer, because he is worthy. Yes, he is. So let's get this open. Now, what's great is Hot Toys gives you a little instruction book on how to take care, and also how you can display some effects or some accessories. So that is just fantastic. I'll take that off to the side. So there we go. Thor's hammer in all of its glory. And we got a little soft, good little leather strap right there, so that is perfect. This is fantastic. I don't care who you are. See if we can get the camera to focus right there. The runes right there. And this is terribly well balanced. Now, of course, if you ever seen this in person, or if you haven't, we get a lot of accessories here. We get multiple sets of hands, and we get different face plates. You just want him kind of like gritting his teeth. Of course, we have another one here, if I can get it out, where it's more like he's getting ready to take on a fight. Like he's really gritty and grinding. Now, here is the Chris Evans head sculpt. See if I can get this to focus right. That is hauntingly scary. We got the perfect Captain America hair sculpt right there. And there we go. It looks damn good. It really does. I mean, is it perfect? Nothing. You guys know me. I'm going to say nothing is ever perfect, but it comes pretty damn close. I mean, get the camera to focus again. The eyes. The eyes are friggin' scary, man. And if you look close enough, you can see like some of the pores of the skin. That's the thing about Hot Toys, and that's why people rave about Hot Toys so much, is because of, well, quite frankly, just what they pull off. The quality of everything is just phenomenal. Yes, we do have, you can have it where he has a civilian head on, and that he's just holding his helmet on his, in his hand. And this, I mean, even the helmet by itself, it looks great. It looks worn. We got some weathering along the sides. Got a little plastic insert so you can just keep that in there to keep form. Other accessories we get. I forgot what this is for. But we also get his compass with his picture of Peggy. Let me see if I can get that out. There we go. When I first got the original, see if I can get this to focus. You got a little picture of Peggy Carter in there on the compass. I mean, how cool is that? So yeah, you could do the pose where he's holding that. He's looking in the distance, and maybe right before he's about to take on Thanos, he's looking at Peggy one last time. I mean, you could definitely do that. I mean, soft goods on him are phenomenal. He has a pretty awesome stand. It's kind of basic for Hot Toys a couple years ago. But the look on him, I mean, you can tell that's Chris Evans. You can see that is Chris Evans to a T. See if I can get the camera to focus a little bit. I mean, it looks great. I mean, nice polished silver on his chest for the star. We got the Avengers insignia right there. I mean, the strapping, the belts, everything is on there fantastic. I mean, even his boots. I mean, it looks damn good. Now, some of his posing is going to be restricted because of the outfit. He is going to be doing some poses, but you know what pose I'm going to do. I'm just going to do him holding the hammer, and him with his shield in his other hand. And you guys know me. My desk is not the most sturdiest. Or I should say not the most balanced. Oh, I'm trying to see if we can get him to stand proper. Because he is a pretty balanced figure once you get him posed properly. But this is probably my favorite Captain America. As far as Winter Soldier, as far as the first Avenger, Endgame is definitely my favorite because I like how updated and retro at the same time. Because he's got his straps because that's obviously where he would carry the helmet or the shield on his back. It's reminiscent of his original suit from the first Avenger, but it's also updated, and this is just one of my favorites. This was my first human head sculpt hot toy, because my very first hot toy I had won through a trivia contest, and that was the Spider-Man 2099. There's no civilian head with that. So, this is my first time getting a human head. And then, because I was talking this one up on a Stream for the Cure that I did, the first one, because we actually had an Endgame Captain America hot toy that was being raffled off, or not necessarily, I shouldn't say raffled off, but was being a giveaway. You did donations, your name was entered, and this is this. I mean, I talked it up so much that I had to get one myself. I did, and I was just blown away. And by the way, I'm going to have a link to the original unboxing video in the video description below in case you want to check that out and compare the two. But it is. I'm glad I have this back in hand. I mean, they're like his right here. His legs. There is you have restriction. You can't do a ton of movement, but there are some movements you can do. Like, here's one thing that was a little annoying. How this sticks out so much. I mean, it's a little gap. It almost makes it look like he has a belt bottom. But I get what this is. These are straps or wraps that would go around boots to help prevent mud and water from getting in. And it's just an old school soldier thing. I mean, it's just part of his armor, as it were. I noticed for some reason the belt's hanging a little low back here. I don't recall it laying low like that. I wonder if this was ever taken off of the figure. Some people do that. They will take clothing off and try it with other clothing. Sometimes people. No, there we go. I'll just pull this down a little bit, and there we go. The legs. I mean, the lower legs. Trust me, you got plenty of movement here. However, this leg does not want to seem to move forward. It could be the outfit itself. There's definitely some restriction with the stitching in the outfit itself. But that's just for this particular figure in this particular situation. Now let's go ahead and skip ahead here, guys. And there we go. We got him posed right there. We get a Endgame Captain America base right here. Very cool. We got some smooth and we got some textured background showing the shield, as you guys can see. And as I mentioned before, you can have him holding the shield is on there, and we got the strap on that hand. Remember when he tightens it, we can even slide this up a little bit more. And this, actually, if you notice, this strap actually unbuckles. There's like a little fastener right here. And that will actually lock in. So it helps you kind of thread it in. And then you kind of just have to play with it for it to lock back into place. And there we go. So that is a little thing right there. The only thing I wish that they would have done is included a lightning effect. Create a little lightning effect for the hammer. I mean, yes, we could have it where, like, he's, kind of swinging it. That would be cool. I'm okay without that. I just wish they kind of gave us a little lightning effect, or like a little LED inside here. Just like press the top to turn it on for the light effect. And that's something we could do. Now, as far as the stand itself, it's not anything overly to write home about. We have what I call the crotch hanger style. I'm not an overly big fan of these because it's very loose. There's nothing to like tighten it or secure it in there. It is just very loose. So obviously, like I said, it's a crotch hanger. This really doesn't do a whole lot. It helps to keep them stable if you have an uneven shelf. But still, this is great. I mean, you can even lower that down a little bit. You rotate it. Lift his head up a little bit. And there we go. I love this figure. I love this Hot Toy. I am so happy that I have it back in my collection. Now, right now, as far as Hot Toys, right now we have, I have 1/6 scale figures that are not Hot Toys. They're actually on the shelf. I have Green Ranger. I have the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. And, of course, I have CW Flash from Hot Toys. Now we have Endgame to go with that. I also have a couple Spider-Men. Yes, I said a couple. You guys are going to have to wait and tune in for that. I have some figures that are featured in No Way Home. They're coming through, and I can't wait to unbox those. But I really love this one. I think Captain America's always been a favorite of mine. I mean, so much so that my wife actually had her cousin do this kind of like Starry Night. A version of Starry Night, but Captain America. And, some people might look at it and say, it looks kind of, I love this. I love this because it was made by a family member, and it was made to throw Captain America into it, and I just think this is awesome. I don't care who you are. My wife's cousin Wendy is an amazing artist, and I love this, and I usually hang this with the Captain America stuff, but since I reorganized everything, I got to find another spot for this, so stay tuned. But we have a lot coming through the pipeline. Now, let me ask any of you who happen to have Captain America Endgame, or who've been considering getting it, because there are still some websites you can go through, or secondary owners like Facebook groups for third parties. Do you have Captain America Endgame? And if you do, how do you keep them posed? What is your favorite pose? Do you do something like this, or do you do something completely different? What are your hot takes? What are your pluses and minuses on the Endgame Captain America? I would really love to hear your thoughts. So please drop them in the comment section below, or you can even message me at Daves_Dimension on Instagram, or DavesDimension78@gmail.com. But honestly, with everything being said, he's definitely a 9. He is a 9 all day long because he's badass. The accuracy. The only thing that brings that grade down from being a 10 is the upper leg restriction. If we had a little bit more movement there, I would rate this as a 9.5 or even a 10. But that and the lack of energy effects. Now, I say that because even with the CW, which is the TV show, Flash, he comes with lightning effects that go along all over his body from his speed, his fast movement. I mean, give us some thunder pegs to go on here. I mean, even SH Figure Arts included lightning for their Endgame cap. So that was just my one hot take, is either having lightning or putting a little LED light inside the hammer, so that could at least light up. I think that would be a cool effect, But we don't get any energy effects. That was the downgrade. That and a limited movement in the upper legs. But other than that, guys, I love this, and I want to hear your thoughts and concerns on this. And hey, guys, is there anything else you want me to do? When I say that is there a hot toy? Is there an action figure? Is there something you want me to do a video on? Please let me know in the comment section below. Or, again, you can always message me either through Instagram or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. But, guys, I'm kind of at a loss. Because I can't really quantify the words of when you have something you really loved in your collection and you hit to let it go, but then you find yourself in the situation where you can get it again, where you can almost reclaim it. It's just an amazing feeling. It's a cool feeling, especially for a toy collector. It's just awesome all day long, and I just can't believe he's back in the collection, guys. But guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.